today. From Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Russell Wilson and the Miami Dolphins.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Taken in at the 3. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is McCaffrey. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one will be accepted. McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bates. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick here is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And he's top 5 in the league outstanding in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd down now, Kidd. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 41. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Singletary going to get the handoff. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go no tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Credit confident with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Now for the point after. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive.
Now they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best month in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Allen's throw on target to James. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and goal. Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The red zone now. Here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bates. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did
but a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
This one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they'll indeed take a knee. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Mac Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Zach Wilson, a touchdown pass in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Allen. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big game there for the Bills.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. To the air, Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
From midfield, here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline.
He's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down to the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. it's Wilson. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 31, Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The throw over the middle, taken in, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make this a second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. A 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Dolphins, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.